Hi everybody, it is the 16th of September, about 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is Monday. Monday morning wrap up over the weekend. Yeah, we all saw what happened yesterday out on the golf course in Florida. Um, I am getting a hunch. Yeah, remember, hey, I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, psychic. Everything is entertainment purposes only. Please check the disclaimer down in the box. Also in the box is if you want to buy me a coffee, cream soda, the tip jar, my email if you want to schedule a private reading. We also have the membership join button. It's the bottom level is like $2.99 a month. And that for if you're level 1, you get your birthday reading. Okay, which a personal reading takes about 2 hours. So, and then if depending on the layers up, it's like level 2, you get 2 readings a year. Level 3, and you get 4 readings a year on a quarterly basis. Okay? And when I do readings, I try to make sure that there is one complete lunar cycle in between your readings. So if we have a reading that's near a full moon, okay, I wait till there's the next lunar cycle is a full moon. Well, I wait till that lunar cycle is completely full. I mean, you have to one complete lunar cycle between your readings. So it's so it guarantees at least 6 to 8 weeks in between readings. Okay. um yeah. Please remember, everything is entertainment purposes only. There is a lot of nonsense going online. We just have to ignore the backbiting and the bullshit. Okay. And yeah, it's after a year and a half of doing this, I made the choice. I'm just going to do direct uploads during the week, and Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. London time. That's when I go live for about 1 to 2 hours. So mark your calendars. And there were questions. How do I ask a question? Join us on the live. And in the chat log, that's when you can type your question in, or you send me a personal email. And we see what happens with that. Now, like I started off with, we saw the news of what happened down on the golf course in Florida. I got the feeling this is just the beginning. The evil ones, because they know Donald doesn't put up with the bullshit. And he will expose the Obama, Barry Soetoro, and all his evil friends. He's going to pull Barry out of the closet and expose him for what he really is. And they've got him. Donald has these other idiots running scared, so they think the only way to get rid of the situation is possibly make him a martyr. Well, the stupid idiots, if they do that, they are the ones that are going to have to watch their asses, because if they are still going to try to do some harm to Donald. So all of us have to be vigilant. And if we hear something goofy, I wouldn't call the normal law enforcement channels. I would make an effort and try to get a hold of somebody at his local campaign offices. That's who we need to reach out to, so they know, because a lot of this we saw, like what happened around Pittsburgh, how local law enforcement nobody was coordinated. So there's a lot of lack of coordination, especially because the Barry is dropping all Pinkerton protection for Donald. He's letting everything fall through the cracks because Barry is scared shitless. I mean, he and Mikey, I mean, when it comes out, and their Indonesian religion, it's going to blow up. It is going to absolutely blow up. So people, if you hear something, track down your local Donald campaign office, and don't make a phone call. Just go and bang on the door and tell him what you heard, because that's how we'll get the information so he can stay safe. And a lot of it is going to come out because we've got a whole group of people who were whole group of people, I'd say, who are 45 and below, who basically have been brainwashed because of all their computer nonsense. They live on the computer games, and we don't know what kind of subliminal messages are being forced into their brains via the video games and other crap that they watch. I remember back in the 70s, there was this book written about how Madison Avenue, the Mad Men, I mean, go watch the TV series with John Hamm. How advertising works with hidden messages and adverts, okay? Well, it's really bad because it's all over the internet now, and people don't realize what they're actually watching. I mean, haven't you started watching something, and all of a sudden you got a craving, you got to go get some chocolate or a certain type of soda? Yeah, there's a lot of hidden messages in a lot of videos, especially this gaming crap. I mean, the people that I know that are constantly gaming, they're kind of wackadoodle. And the stuff that they're ramming down the kids, especially the ones that were isolated, no socialization, and the only thing they had was a computer screen in front of them. Yeah, those kids are need to be deprogrammed, debrainwashed. They're basically walking around with Stockholm syndrome. Okay? Big time. Now, yeah, we know yesterday was Henry's birthday. People are now analyzing, okay, the family sent out messages. Were they genuine? Were they yada da yada da yada? I mean, it's like, hey. They know that his marriage is not the best in the world. And he's been put through shit. And he's going through shit. So, of course, Henry's family does follow protocol. Unfortunately, Henry's wife she didn't know how to, she didn't want to follow the protocol. But his family it was his birthday, 40th, which was a big one, plus the fact that he's now having to sign off and do a lot of papers pertaining to access to his trust funds. So yes, his family is following protocol. There may have been some private messages from certain family members, but for publicity's sake, they're following the protocol. They wished him happy birthday, and that irks the daylights out of his wife, because she's the one who totally dissed protocol. Big time dissed it. She wants to be, oh, I'm this, I'm that, but sweetie, you want the respect? You need to start reading a few books by Emily Post. Yeah, you were given the top dogs in teaching you how to get through the life, follow the protocol of the royal family, and you didn't follow direction. Maybe that's why she said she couldn't get a decent job in Hollywood, because she didn't follow the directors. It was the world according to her. She was going to do it. But if you don't follow what the producers and the directors say you're supposed to be doing on set, you're not going to get anywhere fast. You're not going to go anywhere fast, okay? So that explains a lot. And yeah, like I said, there's so many idiots that during the faux flu isolation that everyone had to go through, so many people got hooked on crap online. I mean, okay, what I did most of the time, I wasn't online watching crap on YouTube or anything else. I did a lot of knitting, a lot of crocheting. I listened to a lot of music. And believe it or not, I picked up some of those adult coloring books. That's how I stayed busy during the isolation period. Yeah, adult coloring books. So I wasn't feeding my brain with the propaganda. So that's why basically, hey, I can look at shit with a more objective view. Okay, even now, I have listed numerous times who I listen to, what I check, like there's Mark Dice, there's Salty Cracker, there's Caspian Report, China Uncensored. I do watch a lot of the international news stations. That's where I'm getting my outside info from. And yeah, there's still the content creators that refuse to show their faces. I mean, if you don't, a lot of content creators, if you don't actually see some physical part of their body, I'd be kind of careful of. Especially the ones that have to trash talk everybody. And there have been scuttlebutts because I guess what happened a week ago with that big reveal. I'm like, you know what? Hey, be careful, because some of those people, they're nice to, they present one image online, but behind the scenes, they may have been voting for like Keir Starmer and Joe Biden. One of them may have the same, or may have bragged about having the same political alliance as Rachel. Brings up a lot of new questions. Exactly. And who did the Yorkshire Yacker vote for? Nigel Farage or Keir Starmer? We need to know. But will she tell the truth? But hey, I'm not going to send her a super sticker cash to get her to answer the question, because she admits she's only in it for the money, and so is the other person. That's why she puts up 3 videos a day. Okay. Now, like I said about a week, within 2 weeks ago, I did talk about, hey, Mother Nature cracking her ass down on the stupid idiots in places. Well, right now, parts of Europe are getting flooded out big time. When you get a flood through your area, it means it's washing away the evil, the bullshit, the crap that needs to get rid of. It's being washed away. So right now, Poland and the Czech Republic are really getting hammered with the flooding. And be watchful, because Keir Stormtrooper, he ran down to Italy to talk with Giorgia Meloni, who's the PM of Italy. And we know she's a strong gal and has zero tolerance for bullshit. There's nothing worse than a guy mistaking a blonde for being a bimbo. Remember, Judy Holliday, Marilyn Monroe, they were super smart women. And believe it or not, so is Melanie Griffith and Meg Ryan. You've got to be super smart to play dumb. Jane Mansfield, extremely intelligent. Okay? Natural blondes, you gotta watch out for them, because they are super smart. And so Keir Stormtrooper is probably trying to bullshit his way. But you see, people in Italy, those kids are taught about the evils of what happened under Benito and his buddy Adolf. So that's why, as soon as the faux flu lockdown was over and done with, they ditched their former government and brought in Georgia. Yes. Okay. So yeah, Georgia's going to give lip service to Keir Stormtrooper. But yeah, he's going to spill the beans, and watch what Georgia does next. She'll be giving warnings to everybody in the UK on what to watch out for and what to cover your asses on. Okay? Now, speaking of Mother Nature and her wrath, like I've said, it's hammering the Big Red Sea. And right now, Typhoon Babinka? Babinka? It's Bebinca. Okay, we know that the other typhoon slammed the shit out of Vietnam. Well, this one is now slamming the shit out of Shanghai. And yeah, it's like Vietnam, communist country, kind of stuff with kind of under the thumb of the Big Red Sea. Well, hey, they're getting trashed to shit. Shanghai, which was considered a free city, open city, especially during World War II and prior to it, it was one of the few places that Jews from Europe could get to without paperwork out of the yin yang. Okay? Now, and the Japanese realized, they're like, they saw what Adolf was doing to the Jews, considered a different race, and so, yeah, they kind of played nice with Hitler, but they never went after the Jews, because if Hitler got control over everything, he may go after the Asian race as impure. So that's why Japan kind of didn't persecute the Jews like the Germans did. Even though they were like, yeah. But right now, and they kind of like, Japan kind of kept Shanghai as kind of like a safe zone because a lot of Jews escaped from out of Europe or there. So they kind of kept that a safe area during two. And if you're a German Jew or whatever, they kind of kept you, they kind of let you live life and kept you safe. That's what the Japanese did, because they realized the hypocrisy that Adolf was pushing down throats. But right now, Shanghai, which is basically a city that wasn't destroyed by the Big Red Sea, is a major commerce section. City of commerce. Well, right now, everything, they're getting so much water damage, it's getting flooded. And remember, they've got a lot of tech there. So maybe this is Mother Nature's way of kind of like flooding out the servers of that thing that's like the clock. You know, the clock noises? That app? I mean, Mother Nature did try to flood out the Arab Emirates, like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And yes, some server banks did get shorted out because of the flooding. Is Mother Nature trying to flood out the server banks that are located in Shanghai? I mean, destroy everything that's going on that thing that everybody puts up their stupid little videos on and trash talks the world with? Yeah. Keep your eyes out. They may not sell that business, that application to somebody, but Mother Nature is going to come, and it would not surprise me if the floods took out the server banks. Okay? And the last thing, yeah, cringe-worthy. Cammy Poop, her word salad is starting to backfire on her, because she keeps talking about something that is an absolute violation of all those HIPAA regulations. Every legal citizen, resident, legal, people who came here the correct way, not the fucking wetbacks, okay? Is entitled, all legal residents of the United States are entitled to complete and confidential health care. And this yapping that's going on back and forth, backbiting about a certain procedures pertaining to women, and people sticking their nose in that's a HIPAA violation. And people need to shut up about it. What is happening, what happens between a woman and her doctor is her business, and government And all you other do-gooders need to keep your fucking noses out of their business. You don't know the whole story why a woman needs to possibly have to have certain procedures. And because you're not allowing certain procedures to happen, how many women will be dying of childbed fever? Go back and watch the TV show Call the Midwife. One thing that they were always making noise about and pointing out and making an effort, when the placenta is expelled, they have to make sure that the entire placenta came out. If not, that small piece will start to rot inside of a woman's uterus, which means internal infection, childbed fever, she's gone. So folks, Cami Poop is doing her word salad. People just don't know what's going on. I mean, she's flip-flopping all over the place. Tell your local governmental representatives, stop the talk about certain procedures. Promote the fact everybody has the right to complete and confidential health care, and the government needs to stay out of your health care. I'm in a fight all the time because they don't like the medical protocol I am on for reflex sympathetic dystrophy. The government hates it because, hey, they'd rather see me on ketamine. Ketamine is highly addictive, and that's what killed off Matthew Perry. No. The stuff that I'm on are existing medications that everybody knows the side effects for, and it's super low dosage. As a med cocktail, it works. But the government doesn't like it because it's not a brand new med that could cause more problems. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. I've done my weekend update morning Monday rant. So, everybody, we're going to have a good week. More stuff is going to be exposed about Cami Poop. And watch out. JoJo's going to slip up and start revealing what's really going on behind the scenes. Listen to his mistakes. He's going to spin some stuff. He's going to let slip some important details about Barry. And you're going to have to listen closely. Donald's going to be okay. He's pumping up his personal security. And it's going to come out how bad Barry's been ordering things around. So, okay, have a good Monday, good Tuesday. I'll probably have something up. Depending on what happens today, I might throw up something for 5 minutes tomorrow. Who knows? I like having my afternoons to myself so I can get shit done. Okay? So everyone, catch you later. Bye.